Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Luke Skywatcher 23. I just wanted to basically touch on a little bit of obviously what we've all heard that went on was the shooting in Colorado in Aurora. About the guy that had Batman, The Dark Man Rises, or whatever. I'm not a fan of Batman. I've always been a Spider-Man guy, so I didn't go see it. I'm not in Colorado anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyhow, basically, which we all know, the guy walked in there, he threw out some canisters of gas and basically just started shooting. Now, what's going on now is that everyone is saying, "Oh, it's a government thing already." What is this? A day later, I think. Today's Saturday. It happened Thursday night, Friday morning. So basically, a day later, day and a half, whatever. Anyway, they're already saying that it's a government thing, and yeah, you all know me, hopefully, and you know that I don't really do the government well. So, there's some things that they kind of make sense about, oh, okay, maybe it was government, but then, most of it is just like, okay, this is just, doesn't make sense, all right? The guy, he's 20-something, a PhD in neuroscience, which is one of the things that people are saying, oh, well, he's in neuroscience. Neuro means brain, so he's fucking around with the brain, so maybe he the government, he was working with the government or something, and they brainwashed him and made him do this because it's a convenient time for the government to have an issue to bring up on gun control with the UN and all the treaties and all that shit. To me, it's too convenient. It just doesn't add up, really. I honestly do not think that the government had anything to do with this one. I just don't. People are saying, he was unemployed and he was collecting unemployment. He's unemployed because he's a student, a PhD, okay? So he's collecting unemployment, so he couldn't possibly have the means to buy the weapons that he bought or the weapons that he has. Which I don't even know if anyone's even looked to see that if those are even his, or if maybe he stole them, or if maybe he got them from someone else, a gun collector. Maybe his father's a gun collector. I have no idea. I haven't looked that far into it. But to say that he doesn't have the means to buy an AR-15, yeah, a lot of the ARs, the ones that I've looked at start at like $1,500. But you can easily put one together for $300-$400 easily. Go on eBay. You get a receiver here. You get a barrel there. Put it together. Bam. You got an AR. All right. It's not that expensive. And then we're saying, oh, he bought 6,000 rounds. Which, yeah, 6,000 rounds. If it is the actual AR with the 5.56 NATO round, then yeah, that's kind of expensive. But even still, he could have got that from anywhere. So to say that he can't afford it is not realistic, because think about it. This dude is a fucking PhD in neuroscience. How did he afford to go to school? You telling me it's all student loans? I doubt it. Even if he had student loans, if they paid for his books, who's to say that this dude, just because he was collecting unemployment, doesn't mean that he doesn't have a massive bank account? So you can't just basically just jump to the conclusion that he can't afford 3 guns. Even I can afford that. I just don't get it, because I have other shit to buy, like my beautiful computer that I'm coming to you guys by. Okay? That doesn't mean that he can't afford it. He's a neuroscientist. Of course he can fucking afford it. Stupid. Okay, and the other one, the booby-trapped apartment. Now, most people are listening to what the media has said, which is that it's so sophisticated and that he has, powder and flammable, but they're not giving you the names of said powder or flammable material that he's using. Basically, a booby trap is a Rube Goldberg device. Okay, so anybody that can make a Rube Goldberg device can make a booby-trapped apartment. I mean, it's. I've heard some things on the news that he was using commercial pyrotechnics, commercial fireworks, mortar rounds for commercial use, which is cheap as hell to get. $20 and you got some awesome mortars. I mean, that's not, to me, it's not sophisticated. Sophisticated to me is you got some C4, some claymores, fucking dead wire, which they said he had dead cord, but even then, it's not that difficult to get because you have professional demolition companies that have dead wire all over the place. Who's to say this guy doesn't have connections with some debt crews? I mean, you don't know. So, I mean, for people to keep just fucking jumping and saying that it's the government, it doesn't make sense. It's not adding up to be the government. If it were the government, it would have been a lot more than 12 people. A whole lot more than 12 people. I mean, look at the kids in Columbine. They killed more than 12 people, right? I think, anyway. I mean, so, I mean, look at God damn it, I can't remember the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. That campus where the guy just started, rallying, just fucking firing at people. For people to jump to it doesn't make sense to me. Now, yes, it's very convenient. As I said, it's convenient time for there to be some reason for gun control people to, come in and shit. But people have been massacring people all the time. I mean, all the time it happens. So why is this one so much more important than the other ones? Not to say that it's not as important, because obviously, I mean, six-year-old got shot. Some guy celebrating his birthday. I heard a 3-month-old got shot. I mean, yeah, that's bad, But to say that it's all government is not the way to go. Now, I'm not for the government. I have no faith in government whatsoever. I believe our government is fucked. If you looked at my channel, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying. So, for me to sit here and say that I don't think this one was the government does it big. Look at 9/11. They do it big. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it right. They don't do it with some fucking little 23-year-old fucking douchebag, neuroscientist. They just don't. And, people are like, oh, that's not in his normal character. Fucking schizophrenics are not in their normal character. I mean, that's the way the mind works. It's a fucking beautiful thing, but it's fucked also. So, stop saying it's government, because it's not. I don't believe it is. So, peace.